have you been?
I'm so sorry. I was working late and I lost track of the time.
Right, let's get rid of this shirt. Michael.
Thank you very much.
Bridget.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
Hugh Puttifat, Dr. Loretta Lawson.
How do you do?
Hi, how do you do?
Excuse me?
Certainly.
Look, I'm really not dressed for this. Maybe I'll just skip it and grab an early night.
You will have fun if it kills me here.
Actually, I was having fun.
Oh, in the library?
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please, for the master. The Fellows' Winter Feast at St. Mark's is traditionally an occasion on which we gather after the students have gone down to celebrate our community, our friendship, and our cooperation. I'm delighted to welcome you all, fellows and guests.
Thought so. We're out of sight. Only high profile at high table.
Bridget, goodwill towards men.
What about goodwill towards women? You know, my guest, Loretta Lawson from Beckford College, Andrew Gardner.
How do you do?
Beckford. I thought London University was selling off its spare parts.
Can't all languish in ivory towers.
I read your book. I must say I find linguistic detective work somewhat taxing.
It is. That's what makes it worthwhile.
I just want to be at home by midnight, that's all. It's not too much to ask, is it?
Please do not fuss. I've changed the place cards.
For God's sake, Hugh, I've never heard of anything so piddlingly childish.
What do you know about it? Theo Sykes is a vicious... He's a vicious toad, and I won't sit anywhere near him.
Puttifat and Veronica are supposed to be there.
Isn't it time we had Grace, Humphrey?
I so wanted to get Hugh and Theo together.
Well, I can't say I'm sorry. I'd as soon not have Veronica making me feel dowdy across the soup.
Do you know anything about this, Theo?
No, Master. But then I don't care.
You don't care?
Oh, do get on with it, Humphrey.
Chaplain.
Oculi omnium in te sperant, Domine, et te Deus illis cibium in tempore debitum, obsequium prestare voleamus, per Iesu Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen.
Yes, and the cook.
Loretta's coming with me to the FemSap conference.
In Paris?
She's the star speaker.
FemSap sounds like a woman's ailment.
It's a feminist collective.
He knows, he knows.
What's the topic for debate?
The masculine ending in French and German.
Riveting.
That's why we're going, to persuade them there are better things to die for.
Good.
Not to mention a weekend in Paris.
We could use your flat. Andrew's got this very useful little place off the Rue Roland, haven't you?
Yes, I have, and it's very thoughtful of you to mention it, Bridget.
Well, you'll be in Corsica, so you said.
Yes, I know, that's not the
Well,
point.
then.
It's no problem. Thank you. Plenty of small hotels.
Only yesterday you were banging on about them all being bought because of the holiday. Thank you.
Somebody may be using it.
Who?
Well, perhaps you ought to give me your dates, Bridget.
The soup's up to its usual standard.
Well, why did you have some more wine? It's an exceptional vintage.
You know I'm not drinking.
Veronica, why can't you simply enjoy yourself for once?
It is very small, but it is central, and of course you're both more than welcome.
Well, only if you're absolutely sure.
Yes, and it's jolly good of you to suggest it, Andrew. Now, actually, I shan't be needing it myself, because I've made my own arrangements.
She said that's the last exam you'll ever take.
Hello, Bridge?
Yeah.
Bridge, it's me.
Where are you?
Still at the airport, 2 bloody hours late. How's it going?
Fine. The masculine ending debate's scheduled for tomorrow.
Good. Excellent.
Why don't you come over and have a drink?
No, listen, I'm absolutely collapsing. Would you mind if I just went straight to Andrew's flat?
No, of course not. What about meeting for breakfast?
Oh, yeah, okay. 9 o'clock at, what's it called? Cafe Flore?
Okay, see you then. Don't be late.
Okay, all right.
What?
Bye, love.
Listen.
Bye-bye.
Just leave it. Just leave it and I'll deal with it. Just leave it there. Just leave it. I'll deal with it. Okay.
Madame.
Tu viens prendre un café?
Je vais où habitude.
Près de la place de l'Italie.
Est-ce qu'on se rejoint un chemin aveugle quelque part dans le club à côté?
Ok, d'accord.
Thanks a lot, Bridget. That's about it, really. No sheets, toxic loo, and a surprise guest in the other bed.
Well, I know what I'd have done.
Yes, well, somehow I didn't quite have the confidence to roll in beside him.
I meant I'd have woken him up. Trust Andrew to have boarded up. So what happened then?
Nothing. Used the bucket, took a pill, crashed out. This morning I yelled coffee at his door, but he didn't stir, so I left.
Okay, now lunch.
What you
Nice
fancy?
to go to that place we went to.
Yeah.
Terrific favour, Loretta. Controversial, though. You've got the French delegation screaming for the right to reply.
Excellent.
Dr. Lawson, telephone.
Sorry, excuse me.
Bonjour. What is it with Loretta this year? She seems kind of subdued. Is she still seeing that Labour politician? Is she all right?
Only on television. He's gone back to playing Happy Families in time for the election.
Why do I tell myself women have grown up?
That's all right, that's fine, it's fine. It's fine, I'll come straight home. Bethany, I'm so sorry I have to leave.
You're kidding.
It was my mother, she's in hospital.
Oh, no.
What happened?
They think it's her stomach. It was my sister doing her full drama queen number. Bethany, is this really screwing things up?
Nothing we can't handle. You must go.
Why couldn't your sister cope? She's practically next door.
Because she's a wife and mother, and because I'm single with no responsibilities. Anyway, I'm worried. Look, thanks.
Listen, I'll get you a taxi. I'll see you
Bye-bye.
later.
Well, it's a good thing it's you telling me all this, because if it was someone else, I promise you, I wouldn't believe a word.
I'm sorry, I had to tell somebody. Hi, Lucy.
I'm just going for lunch. I'll be back in an hour. Okay. No, it's good that you should share your feelings. That's what husbands are for.
Estranged husbands.
Pedant.
Newsroom.
Your mother survived, of course. I've always thought of your mother as one of life's great survivors. What was the trouble?
Gallbladder.
And you came back from Paris?
Yes, all right, so I'm pathologically dutiful. Do we have to run through that old number again?
All right. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So, what you want is that I should let you know if the crime desk turn up a body in Rue Roland?
Yeah.
Well, why couldn't it be this bloke, Andrew, in the bed?
No, it was somebody bulkier. Fairer. I wish to God Andrew was around.
And he can't be traced?
No, he's on the move. Corsica somewhere.
Hello, it's me. It's not here. I don't know. Some maniac scrubbed the place beyond all recognition. Well, what did you want to send it to Paris for?
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
Well, why can't you call the Paris police again?
What can I tell them? That I think I might have spent the night with a dead body and didn't report it? He's crazy.
Well, look, now, let's relax. We'll enjoy lunch. I'll do some digging, and then maybe we could get together over the weekend, you know, and I could...
Oh, I can't. I'm going to St. Mark's. I have to put some more work in at the library. Could always get me at Bridget's rooms. Table for Lawson.
Yeah?
Dr. Bennett,
Oh, come in, Arthur.
this you straight back from abroad then, Dr. Bennett?
Yep. Well, I've had a couple of crippling days since with my brother and his kids, but...
So you won't have heard the news then?
News?
About what happened in college?
Well, college doesn't exist for me in the vacation, tell me.
It'll upset you, Dr. Bennett. It'll upset the rest of us.
Darling.
Darling, I've only just heard. I came straight here, sent the others home. I thought you might need me.
Oh, God, Miriam. What a tragedy. What a mess.
Well, it is a tragedy, of course, that poor girl, but I'll reserve judgment on the mess.
Think what the press will make of it.
Well, stuff the press. What about all your support? Your achievements?
My achievements, it seems, are based on subjecting students to intolerable pressures.
Nonsense. Who says so?
Oh, I can see it coming. Hugh Puddifat'll have a field day.
Then we shall just have to spike his guns.
Dr. Lawson? Loretta?
Andrew.
I was en route to Cambridge. Thought I'd drop by, pick up the keys to the flat.
I would have brought them to you on Saturday. I'll be in Cambridge myself.
I suppose I should thank you for leaving everything so spick and span.
Sorry?
All that polishing and scrubbing, quite unnecessary. Fem sap wipes out hom sap, I presume.
I didn't do any cleaning, Andrew. In fact, I only stayed one night.
Oh.
I thought you were in Corsica.
A minor detour. Were you disturbed by anyone while you were there?
In what way?
Any unwelcome callers or anything at all?
No.
See, the point is there's something missing. A proof copy of a journal. It was definitely there, now it isn't. There were no other visitors. I can only assume that you have it.
No, I haven't.
Look, I'm the editor. I need it. Now, perhaps you might have taken it by mistake?
No, I haven't.
I've never quite been able to come to terms with these things. I'm told they're invaluable for the nitpicking end of English studies, which of course you're very good at, hence your growing reputation. But I'm told by your head of department that he's finding it difficult to find you a permanent post here. We serve, he and I, on the same matriculation board.
The renewal of my contract's been guaranteed.
Nothing is certain in these perilous times. Bye-bye.
He threatened you? Andrew?
Yes, he said he could junk my career. Could he?
Well, he's changed. He used to be amusingly indiscreet until Humphrey renewed his campaign to raise the moral tone of the college. Andrew and several others got squeezed back into the closet. But now he wants out. He'll go after a chair at a different college.
Well, so no scandal then?
Oh, no, not while he's still dependent on Humphrey's support.
The awful thing is that I did have it. I must have picked it up. No idea how. There you go. Thanks.
Oh, so this is the proof copy. Why does he want this? This issue's already out. I've read it.
What did you make of the hatchet job by Theo Sykes, then?
Hmm?
on Hugh Puddifat's essay on critical theory.
What? Well, this must have been pulled from the published edition. I'd never have missed this.
Bridget, what's going on?
Oh, God knows. Might be poisonous, though.
They're not here. Look, I'll find them eventually and I'll get them sent over to you.
I want those keys, Veronica. You've had them for weeks now.
Believe me, I have no intention of setting foot in that squalid little rat hole ever again. What's suddenly so urgent?
Getting rid of it. Getting straight.
Straight? Not exactly your style, is it? What is the French for rough trade? I'm sorry, Andrew. It's been a bitch of a day.
I dare say it's something to do with your condition. By the way, when are you expecting Hugh back?
It's got nothing to do with my condition. Look, I don't know where your damn keys are. I haven't got a clue where my husband is, and I don't know when he'll be back. So why don't you scuttle back to the rest of them, past the bloody port, and work that one out?
Her name was Melanie Gandel, Puddifat's best student, though she just failed to pull off a first. Evidently, she was heartbroken.
How come it took them such a long time to find her?
Well, the students' rooms are clean, then locked up for the vacation. I suppose she's been brooding since she graduated in the summer and somehow got herself back into her old room just before Christmas and, oh, God, 21.
Poor girl. There has to be a connection. Hugh, Theo, Andrew, the girl, the blood, critique.
Why?
I don't know. Just can't get it out of my head.
Hi, Emma. And if you want my advice, you'll put it in a plain envelope and shove it under Andrew's door. That's if you want to keep your job. You can't beat him.
I can. If I get to the truth first.
All right, all right. Hand over my present. We'll get totally pissed and hash it through.
Oh, come on, Rupert, wait on.
Memoirs of a midget. Very much. Oh, thanks a lot. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Oh, I'm sorry, I swear I didn't know. Sorry.
Come in. Happy birthday to you.
I'm back. Everything's gone according to plan. Don't talk. I'll be in touch. Yeah.
No, wait, just wait a minute. No, just, what am I doing? Just give me one reason why I should want to know if Theo and Hugh are back in college yet. One, just one.
Well, you're the creative thinker. Oh, well, height before beauty.
I think that means me, don't you? Good evening, Arthur.
Evening, Dr. Bennett.
Arthur is our relief porter for tonight, and for this relief, much thanks. He is also an old and valued friend. This is Dr. Loretta Lawson, Arthur.
Dr. Lawson?
She's from London University, Beckford College, but she can't help that. Now, the thing is, I was wondering, is Theo Sykes in his rooms?
He's just arrived, Dr. Bennett. He's been up at the Lake District, finishing a book, I think.
Oh. Oh, well, in that case, and Hugh Puddifoot?
Well, actually, he's left it a bit late for him.
Late? Well,
And you see, the thing is, Arthur, that I sent some research notes to Dr. Putterford at the beginning of the vacation, and I need them back urgently.
She's terribly, terribly worried.
Yes.
I can't open a fellow's room, Dr. Bennett, if that's what you're asking.
Can't you, Arthur? Not even for me.
I could get sacked for doing this.
He could be sacked. So now what are we looking for?
Clues, I suppose.
What does a clue look like?
What?
Oh, no, nothing.
What?
That's right, it's...
Listen, Hugh. Whatever you do, don't come home. Stay in your precious college. Just keep away. Unfortunately, I'll remember every word you said in Paris for the rest of my life, but at least I don't ever have to set eyes on you again.
Did she say Paris? She said Paris. Play it again, play it again.
Unfortunately, I'll remember every word you said in Paris for the rest of my life. Ever have to set eyes on you again.
The fire bell. Oh my God, so what have you said? The fire bell. Come on, well, it's evidence, isn't it?
What? Evidence of what? Oh, do you think this is delayed shock? Oh, thanks.
The tape. Evidence that Hugh and Veronica met in Paris.
She could have left that at any time.
No. Hugh was at a structuralist bash in Rome until last week. No, they must have met up after that. Had a row of some sort. Then she came back alone and left the message.
You sure it was Veronica's voice?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure, and I hardly know her. She only shows up twice a year to make the rest of us look dowdy. Something in fashion, I think.
Fashion? Paris?
Now, look, isn't it time you went to the police? I mean, I'm sober this morning.
You were going to tell me some more about Melanie.
Don't know much more. Well, why don't you go to the inquest tomorrow? Now, look, are you coming or not?
What?
The brunch at Trinity.
Oh, no, you go. I'll stay here with the paper.
You are opting out of life, Loretta. This business, it isn't a problem in semantics. You can't crack it simply by applying your mind.
I can try. You know, There was a photograph of a boy hidden in Hugh's drawer. He's a truly beautiful boy.
Hugh's always back in college early. I called this meeting tomorrow before the inquest in the expectation that he'd be there.
Hugh loves to defeat expectations.
He left Rome on January the 6th and disappeared, apparently. We don't even know if he's heard about the girl.
Well, surely he's been in touch with Veronica.
If he has, she's not telling us.
It would be just like Hugh, of course, to make a dramatic, carefully timed entrance at the inquest.
Oh, God.
I'd rather like a little more port.
Any comments, Andrew? What do you think?
What exactly is this meeting about tomorrow?
To, well, to make sure that all fellows are clear about college policy with regard to the students in our care.
Blast. Attempted. Spelling out the official line, eh?
In a sense, yes, but I wouldn't put it quite like that. Sorry, boys.
God, Dad. Which in effect means marshalling support for you, Theo, since you're bound to come under the heaviest fire.
Well, I'm not at all intimidated by the noise of distant guns, Andrew. Just so long as I can rely on the support of those who are not going to lose their heads in the heat of the fray. Thank you.
Gentlemen, shall we simply agree that it's in all our interests to present a united front?
It appears Miss Scandal returned to her room at St. Mark's College probably on the night of December the 11th. She let herself in with some keys she'd had duplicated, and she took an overdose of pain-killing tablets, together with about 2/3 of a litre of white wine.
The level of premeditation in this case is quite remarkable.
Excuse me. It is, sir. She had informed her guardian and her friends that she'd be spending the Christmas break in Pakistan as a voluntary worker in a children's camp. She had told them not to worry if they didn't hear from her, because communications would be very difficult.
I thought I might find you here.
Where were you when the body was found on the railroad?
In Brussels, doing my job.
Made such arrangements. But on the morning of December the 11th, she sent a telex message to the camp's director, telling him that her arrival would be delayed and that she'd join the group later.
So he wouldn't worry either?
Exactly, sir. Prior to Miss Scandal's death, the rooms in that wing had been cleaned and locked for the vacation. I and my colleagues were brought in on Boxing Day when a fault in the drains was suspected because of an unpleasant odour.
Oh, no.
Identification was confirmed through dental records and clothing.
Thank you, Chief Inspector. Miss Elizabeth Grant.
I tried following through that review and critique. I rang the editorial office, told them I was doing a piece on literary quarrels. They referred me to Andrew Gardner, who remains resolutely unavailable.
Andrew, I was just on my way to find you.
I have an appointment right now, Miriam.
Well, I only wanted to make sure that you'll stand again for the drama committee.
I've rather a lot on my plate this term, Miriam. Sorry. Thank you for lunch, by the way. It was superb, as usual.
Well, I don't think poor Humphrey thought so. He had volcanic indigestion, kept him awake all night.
Really?
Well, it's worry, of course. I mean, Hugh not turning up and Veronica being so tricky. I keep telling him that there's nothing to worry about. These things blow over, don't they? Of course, I know that there are those who think how Humphrey feels about the college is some sort of political posturing. But Humphrey wouldn't know how to be political if his life depended upon it. But I do. And I tell you, Andrew, I will not have him hurt. Well, if you're sure about the drama committee, I suppose I'll have to do another trawl of the common room.
My niece lost both her parents when she was 7. She never recovered from the shock, in spite of my affection.
She'd been living alone at her cottage in Hertfordshire since the summer.
She shouldn't have been alone. I see that now. But she refused an invitation to stay with me.
Would you say she was depressed?
Disappointed, certainly, with her examination results.
She'd expected a first-class degree.
I thought she'd put it all behind her. She was quite calm when she told me her plans for Christmas. But by then, of course, she'd already made the decision to kill herself.
You were her only relative. Your loss is very great, Miss Grant. You have the court's sympathy. Thank you.
It's very good of you, Arthur.
It's no trouble at all, Mrs. Putterfat.
It's not much. It's just 1 or 2 overnight things I really do need.
I quite understand.
I'll bring you the keys back when I'm through. Thank you.
Listen, you. Whatever you do, don't come home. At least I don't ever have to set eyes on you again.
Mrs. Putterfat?
There is only one reason why Miss Gandel did not receive a first-class degree. Her work was not good enough.
You refused her permission to appear before the external examiner so that she could attempt to improve her position.
I refused to concur with my colleagues on that point, yes.
And your concurrence was essential.
We'd have to have been unanimous.
I've seen him before.
I'd like to add
You've met him through Bridget?
Please be brief.
Maybe.
The most tragic aspect of this whole affair is that this poor young woman had been encouraged to harbor false hopes by someone who should have known better. Her college tutor.
Your allegation is out of place, Dr. Sykes. Dr. Putterfat is not here to speak for himself. The police have been unable to trace him. That will be all, thank you.
Well, the girl was obviously a pawn. It was Sykes' way of putting one over on Putterfat through his brightest student. They finished her off between them.
I saw him in Paris. Paris! He was in the phone booth at the airport the day I arrived.
Are you sure? He was supposed to be in the Lake District.
Do you think you could ask one of your mates at the crime desk to run his name through the airline computer and check the ferries?
Sure. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Hang on. Hi. No. Why? What did you want? Yeah. Oh, yeah, good. Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't want to butt in, but, isn't that John Tracy? Oh, yeah, good. Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I thought so. I saw you in court together.
Did you want to speak to him?
No, it's just, well, since he took the lid off the Gulf War, he's been kind of a hero to me, that's all.
You should tell him.
Are you Mrs. Tracy?
No. My name's Loretta Lawson.
Oh, journalist too, huh?
No, actually, I teach at London University, English.
Really? I'm doing English here, at Cambridge.
Did you know Melanie?
No, I'm just in my first term. She'd already graduated. I'm writing up the case for the university paper.
Well, I'll look out for your byline.
Thanks. The name's Jamie Baird.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.
Who's that?
Just a student journalist.
Something of mine's become urgent. I won't be able to make it for lunch. I'm sorry.
Just like old times.
I'm sorry. But there's been a development there. The French police think they can identify the dead man in the church. Hugh Pudderfoot. Somebody went for him with a knife. A frenzied attack, they say.
You sure it was the boy in the photograph?
Absolutely. And he's even more dishy in real life.
What are we going to do? The police are bound to search Hugh's rooms. They'll talk to Arthur.
You talk to Arthur first. We'll find the photograph, of course.
And Veronica's message on the answer machine.
Why would Hugh have his photograph? Hidden. It was hidden in that drawer.
Maybe as one of Hugh's protégés. Hugh was very hot on helping star pupils to link up with prospective employers. Photo is probably part of a promo pack. I don't suppose it was really hidden, but we do get in the habit of playing our cards very close to the chest here.
Why?
Because Humphrey sold St. Mark's as a centre of excellence. Top results and clean living. The parents like it, so do the schools. The best kids get pushed in our direction first. We get the cream. So the money rolls in. More endowments, more scholarships. There's a lot to lose.
How does he force the clean living bit?
Well, most of the recent appointments have been solid family men of high moral fibre, i.e., no adulterers, fornicators, or deviants. Thank God I got my fellowship when I did.
How clean was Pudderfoot?
He played the game. And it has to be said, he was good at his job and a brilliant politician. So he'd built up a power base. Didn't inspire affection, though. Even some of his cronies will be heaving sighs of relief tonight.
How many people know Andrew's flats in the Rue Roland?
Half a dozen, maybe. They won't talk unless he talks first.
Why the church? The body must have been dragged out and dumped there. Veronica, Theo Sykes, Andrew Gardner, all in Paris? Are you expecting company?
Only some of my first-year tutorial group. Plus some of Hugh's lot who've been billeted on me. I do it every term. It's a loosening up process.
I think I'll,
No, you won't. Open the door. And stick around. I may need you.
Hi.
Hello.
Dr. Bennett, just through there.
Hello again.
Hello.
Bonsoir. Je voudrais parler à l'inspecteur chargé de l'enquête du meurtre du docteur Hugh Pudderfoot.
No, the problem is, does D.H. Lawrence have a sense of humour? I mean, he goes on about the gargoyles in the cathedral mocking the aspirations of man, right?
Right.
But given a few gargoyles himself, would he really take any notice?
There's this whole working class sex thing, too. Boring. Just a list of what he wants, like a canteen menu or something. Lady Chatterley's grave, little women with white sauce.
Hi. Do you mind if I join you? It's getting a little bit precious in there.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it either.
Would you like some wine?
Thank you.
And now they're going on about the working class. And what do they know about that? Straight out of public school, straight into Cambridge. No, at least I know there's a world outside.
Bridget says you were one of Hugh Pudderfoot's students.
Yeah. Poor bloke.
What was he like?
Don't know, really. He kind of blew hot and cold, you know. End of last term, he said he was interested in promoting me.
Promoting you?
Yeah, I showed him some pieces I'd done for an arts magazine. He reckoned he knew an editor who'd pay me for the same kind of stuff, but it never happened.
It's tough.
Has High Table lost its appeal?
Never had much to begin with. What exactly do you want, Theo?
First, I want you to return my property.
I told you I don't have it. I didn't publish. There's nothing more I can do.
Next, I want to know what you intend to do.
Nothing.
Good. Then I shall do nothing too. I take it we have a bargain.
What exactly do you have to bargain with, Theo?
Do you want me to go into that now? I don't care what happens in your apartment, Andrew. But when it involves students, our students. I take it we have a bargain after all.
It's right at the top, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, Dr. Bennett. I didn't realise you was entertaining. I've been off duty since 6.
You come all the way back just to see me?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you. I've been reading in the paper about the inquest. I don't know what to do.
Right, but come in. We'll have a
No,
talk.
no. I'm on the desk by myself in the morning. 11 till 12. I'll see you then.
Now, listen, about us popping into Hugh's room the other night.
When was that, Dr. Bennett?
Right. You name it, I'll deconstruct it.
It's so beautiful.
You know, sometimes I wish I could get out of here.
Because of the murder?
No, it's the atmosphere. It's stifling. A lot of stress on what's appropriate. You can bet if any of this looks sticky for the college, there'll be a massive cover-up.
Can make it your next assignment, expose the cover-up.
Yeah, maybe. I wish you'd fixed up that deal with the editor.
What an awful thing to say. I'm sorry.
I've spent all my grant. I'm really broke at the moment.
Why don't you write something for FEMSAT? Well, I know it's not as glamorous as anything that Hugh could have offered, and it probably won't pay much.
I'd love to.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to meet the editor, and I'll have to read your stuff first.
I'll be with you first thing.
Okay. Well, then we should meet and discuss it.
When? I'm free Thursdays. This Thursday?
Thursday's fine. In my office, 1 o'clock, Bedford College.
That's great. Thanks, Loretta.
Okay.
See you Thursday.
Right, come on, everyone, off we go.
Surely Sylvie could take the children for once. We must go to Veronica. It's only common decency.
Where would be if she wanted to see us? Sylvie, will you help them with their scarves?
Probably half of her head, poor girl. Expecting a baby, rushed to Paris, identifying the body, brought home with no one to meet her.
She made it crystal clear she didn't want any of us to meet her. Simon, what are you doing?
It's my bag.
Right, out, everyone. It's intrusive. And it's ridiculous to assume the role of the great comforter when it's obvious that she's sick to death of everyone and everything to do with the college.
Even so.
She has family, parents. They'll take care of her.
I don't think I've ever known you be so hard, darling.
Listen to me. Veronica was half off her head before Hugh's body was found. She put the house up for sale while he was still missing. Oh, for God's sake, Father. Sylvie? Sylvie! Oh, where the hell are you?
Darling.
You have an appointment at 9:30, Humphrey. Right. Off we go. Right, come on, everyone.
Has she gone again? Why is she always leaving me?
Sylvie!
Allez, rentrez à l'intérieur. Venez.
Where are you taking me?
you go.
So what's it like, his writing? It's good. As a matter of fact, it's very good. Oh, writes like Tom Wolfe, looks like Tom Hanks. Bridget, stop it. I'm simply doing the boy a favour, that's all. Please, he's great, he's dishy, go for it. There's a taxi for Lawson. So it doesn't work out. So you end up with egg in your face like the rest of us. Join the world.
This is preposterous. Am I being
All right. Helping us with our inquiries, sir.
I'm not fooled by cliches of this sort. I insist on knowing the reason for your intrusion. I have a class.
It won't take long if you cooperate. You can call your wife or whoever you wish from the station, sir.
That'd be a bit difficult. She's been dead for the past 5 years.
Well, looks like all will soon be revealed. You can stop playing the sleuth and get on with your life. Bye. Bye.
Come away from the window.
What the hell do you think you're playing at? Get out!
You think I enjoy this sort of thing? Why can't you be civilized? Answer the phone.
Civilized? I've just been through one of the most barbaric experiences of my life. Have you seen many dead bodies, have you?
What did you tell the police in Paris?
Don't worry, they don't know about the flat. I haven't blown your cover.
It's important that I find something I've lost.
If you're talking about your bloody keys, I haven't got them.
Not the keys, the magazine. Proof copy of Critique. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is that the thing Hugh used to call the Wanker's Gazette?
Hugh had it. It proves he was there. Now, where is it?
I don't know. I don't know anything, do I?
All right. Now, I'm going to make a suggestion. I'm going to suggest that you and I try to help one another.
Before I consider that, I'd like some questions answered. Truthfully.
You're being very foolish, Dr. Sykes. Silence is incriminating. I dare say you know that.
Well, that's that, then. Thank God for computers. Sykes must have paid for his plane ticket by credit card, arrived in Paris on the 8th of January, flew back on the 12th.
I saw him on, what, the 11th?
Yeah.
Making a phone call at the airport. I suppose he could have been seeing somebody off.
What, so what? The point is he was there in Paris when he was supposed to be somewhere else, when he said he was somewhere else.
Well, what about Veronica Pfeffer? She was in Paris. She said so on a message.
Yeah, but there was nothing, no record.
She paid cash for a ticket?
Yes, but we don't know when that message was left, and Veronica often went to Paris, or so our fashion correspondent tells me.
You were very thorough.
Nothing is too good for you. I don't think I told you that when we were together.
Yeah, but it's too late now. I wonder if she used Andrew's flat more than once.
Loretta, Sykes did it. The word is he's not talking at the minute, but that's only a question of time. Look, he met Hugh in Paris. They had a row about the girl or about the article he'd written in Critique. There was a fight, Sykes knifed him.
Why would Sykes meet Hugh at Andrew's flat? Just to have a row? I mean...
I don't know, but I'm sure it'll all add up in the end. But the point is that you're off the hook. So why don't we have dinner tonight to celebrate?
I'm busy.
Well, tomorrow night or Thursday.
I can't. Anyway, you'll only cancel.
You're seeing someone else.
I'm just a bit preoccupied. I have to go back to Paris. The conference has been recalled. Apparently, the French have decided that I had a point after all. Listen, do you think I should go and see the Paris police while I'm there?
No, just post them the journal anonymously, I should. Wait till they come to you. Anyway, good luck, and I hope everything goes okay.
Thanks.
Come on, Arthur, you can turn me.
Well, not now, I can't. Now they've taken him in.
So is it about Dr. Sykes?
No. Look, if I talk out of turn in this job, you know what happens.
I can't afford to split on you, Arthur. You know too much about me. Come on.
There was definitely something going on between Dr. Pudifat and Melanie Gandel.
What, an affair, you mean?
I've seen him come out of her room 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning at least twice. And she used to go to him. She even wrote to him. I handled the letters.
Most students write to their tutors.
Well, not that often, they don't. Do you know why I think she topped herself? She didn't give a toss about her exam results. It was the same old story. He led her on while she was here and then dumped her when she graduated.
So what's bothering you? Theo Sykes getting too much of the blame?
Well, no, I can't stick him as a matter of fact, but he's not a total chancer like Pudifat was. I should have said something before the inquest, shouldn't I?
Wouldn't have made any difference to Melanie, and Theo didn't do a bad job of defending himself.
But what about now? With the murder and him with the police. I give away college business and I'm looking at a redundancy notice.
Are you there, Arthur?
Just coming, Mr. Coogan.
All right, leave it with me. Don't do anything yet. Bye.
Bye.
You want to watch her?
I hope this isn't one of your tedious little ploys, madam.
We don't indulge in tedious little ploys, Dr. Sykes. You were provided with an alibi and it's been checked.
Well, I told you from the beginning I had nothing to do with this whole affair. I believe that there's an apology in order.
Then perhaps you'd like to put your complaint in writing, sir.
Whoa, lift off.
Do you always spend your money before you've got it?
Always. Overspend, if possible, on principle. To English literature.
English literature. And the hell with masculine endings.
What?
Nothing, just a current obsession.
I can't believe she liked my stuff. Thanks.
No, she was very impressed and she's a very shrewd lady. Anyway, it's my job to guide bright young things.
Look, I told you, at Cambridge I'm mature.
Jesus, in that case, I'm a pensioner.
Oh, not again. You've done this all day.
What have I done?
Made jokes about my age. Does it bother you?
No.
Can we keep in touch? I thought maybe you could check my copy before I submit it.
You don't need my approval.
I'd like it. I'd really like your approval.
No, this is all a bit quick. But I boasted about my cooking. I suppose I'd better make a start.
Look, I'm sorry, Loretta. I seem to have got it wrong.
No, you haven't got it wrong, Jamie. I'm terrified. And a bit confused. And exhilarated.
Should we stick with exhilarated?
Mm. Shit. Hello, Loretta Lawson.
Loretta, are you all right?
Hi, John.
Is this bad timing?
Can I call you back?
No good. I'm supposed to have left for Bahrain 10 minutes ago. Listen, have you heard about Theo Sykes?
No, what?
He's out. Someone seems to have confirmed his alibi.
Who?
I don't know, and there's more. The French police have switched their line of inquiry due to a tip-off at the British end. There's been a series of attacks on gays in Paris. 2 dead, possibly unconnected, but there are similarities. I thought Pudifat was straight.
Andrew's gay.
Well, they'll be onto him soon enough. I should get your evidence in first. Listen, we'll talk over developments when I get back in town, okay? Loretta?
Hmm.
I can see I'm keeping you.
Yeah. No.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye.
This just came in for you via the crime desk. Any use?
Thanks, Sue. Yeah, this is good. This is very good. Thank you. Right, John? Yeah, I'll be with you.
Have you got your plane tickets?
Yeah.
Passport?
Yeah.
Keys?
Yes.
We've got 45 minutes to check in.
Yes, I know. One moment. Just let me do this. I've just got to do this, and then I'll be with you. Sue, would you do me a big favour?
Hmm?
Would you post this to Loretta for me?
Yeah, sure.
And make sure she gets it.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Thank you.
Have a good trip.
Lovely.
And don't forget the duty free.
No. Bye.
Bye.
Do you always get this much fan mail?
Oh, God.
C'est pas possible, je ne peux pas garder. Venez, monsieur, et les 4 enfants. Vous comprenez, je peux pas. Je suis crevée. Je vais devenir folle. Il y a trop de travail, vous comprenez?
It's your fault. You blew her to it.
Yeah?
You wanted to see me, Humphrey?
Oh, yes. Ungodly hour, but I thought we should talk away from college.
What about?
Give me a moment. seem to have upset my father-in-law. Just can't deal with him. Miriam's taken the children to school.
Morning.
Heard the 8 o'clock news?
No, I'm sorry.
Police can't foresee inquiries continuing here, although they could be resumed at the discretion of the French police. So, nearly out of the woods. Though the Theo factor remains. You haven't picked up anything, I suppose, about the nature of the questioning?
No.
No. He won't say. And of course he has a perfect right. But there's bound to be gossip. We should discuss how it might be quashed. 5 minutes? Thanks. Let's get your breakfast, Father.
I had my breakfast.
Sylvie, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Tell me again exactly what happened in the Christmas vacation.
J'ai déjà essayé de vous l'expliquer. Mais...
In English.
Oh, shit. I should be halfway to work by now.
How about me staying on here?
What?
I can cook. I'll have dinner waiting when you come home.
No way. You're on the first train back to Cambridge. I won't come between you and your education.
You are my education. Oh, one weekend, that's all.
I can't. I have to go away.
Where?
Paris.
Paris is fine by me. I can even scratch up the fare. Please. I don't want to leave you. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. You're beautiful, Loretta.
So are you. I really have to go. I've some unfinished business.
I thought you said there was no one else.
Oh, no, it isn't a man. It's work. And my peace of mind. I can't think straight.
Well, go to Paris then and think straight. And what's the betting you'll decide not to get involved?
I am involved.
I'm not responsible for your wife. Oh, ce n'est pas de ma faute. Je vais aller dans ma chambre. Oh, ces Anglais, ils sont pas possibles. Ils sont détestables.
Humphrey, you all right?
Where's Miriam?
It wasn't my fault.
Perhaps we should postpone our little talk.
Yes. Get out. Get out. Bloody traitors, all of you. Get out!
Dr. Bennett, urgent phone call from Bahrain.
Morning.
Is it Mr. John Tracy?
John Tracy? Hello?
Bridget, I'm in Bahrain. I'm sorry, this is a terrible line.
But all your lines are terrible.
Oh, for God's sake, I can't reach Loretta. Have you spoken to her? Did she get my postcard?
Yes, and I don't know, in that order.
Shit, I'm gonna miss the post. Will you see her in Paris?
On the last day, yeah.
Before you leave, can you get hold of Elizabeth Grant?
Who?
Elizabeth Grant, Melanie Gannon's guardian. Find out where she lies. She's living the relation.
What? John? Come back, John. Tracy, all is forgiven. Oh, God knows what that was all about. You aftershave, Arthur?
What do you think the master's up to?
Oh, God knows. What's he doing?
Humphrey? Could you please tell me what the hell's going on? Sylvie appears to have run away, and I've got Father grizzling like a maniac in the car.
Bitch!
Darling?
Whore! Theo Sykes' bloody, filthy, stinking whore! 2 days in Paris? Is that what you told the police? Left an au pair looking after your father and the children while you went whoring.
Beats neighbours, I suppose.
Calm down and listen to me.
No more listening, darling.
Hang on a minute, sir. That's not on your... Sir, get off! Calm down.
Get off me!
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. You okay, Mrs.
Bloody traitors! Get off me! Bastards! Bloody traitors! Get off!
Air France are pleased to announce the arrival of flight number AF850 from Paris.
Hello, I'll just message this.
Okay.
Dr. Lawson? Yes. We haven't met. I'm Veronica Puddifat.
Your coffee?
Oh, yes. Are you going to Paris? Yes, are you? To see the police? You've no right to question me. I don't want to question. I want... It's to tell you something. Could we sit down?
And thanks. BC663. With all remaining passengers, kindly proceed to gate number 3, where the flight is now closing.
My husband had an affair with Melanie Gandel. Not the first one, with a student. She wrote some pathetic letters I found while he was away. I called him in Rome to tell him I'd had enough, we were finished, and also that I was pregnant. I learnt a good deal about him in those few minutes. Now, the French police believe he's the victim of a mass killer.
Whose only known victims are homosexual.
Yes.
Mrs. Puddifat, I think you had that conversation with your husband in Paris the day he died.
My statement to the police that I spent the day in Kent with my parents has been verified.
How convenient.
Hugh got what he deserved. I didn't kill him. All I want now is to have my baby in peace. Why go to the police with some story that may be irrelevant and will only cause unhappiness?
I'm sorry, my flight has been called.
With all remaining passengers, kindly proceed to gate number 2, where the flight is now closing.
Nothing doing. You've run out of options.
God.
Miss Grant?
Are you from the newspapers?
No, I'm from St. Mark's.
Oh, you better come in.
Family she had, her only relative?
Yes.
Poor Melanie. It's odd. I thought I heard her mention once... Well, expect I was mistaken.
I don't know what you mean. There's nobody. What did she tell you?
Well, nothing specific. It was just an impression.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Really, nothing.
What are you doing here?
Don't upset yourself, please.
I said this would happen.
Who did you say that to, Miss Grant?
Well,
no, I can see you're not. Oh God. Do you need a doctor? Can you?
Hey, you look terrific. Gorgeous.
Thanks.
What will you have?
Cognac.
Garçon, 2 cognacs, s'il vous plaît. A man.
Disappointed in me, Bethany?
Are you kidding? Jealous, more like.
Madame Lawson?
Oui?
Message pour vous.
I just heard the Italians can't make it till tomorrow, so we have time to talk strategy.
Oui, mais je crois que...
Qui vous l'a donné?
Une jeune femme, il y a quelques instants.
Où est-elle?
Elle est partie.
Melanie! Loretta!
Melanie?
It's all right. I don't want to hurt you.
Who was the girl?
It's a note. Just a whore.
This is all about Melanie, isn't it? You killed Hugh because of her. Why?
He killed her, right? He drove her to it. It was because of him that she had a breakdown.
You loved her?
Well, not in the way I love you. She was my cousin. More like my sister. As I think you were about to find out. Yeah, I left this out of your post yesterday.
What does this mean?
I told my aunt that whatever happened, she had to keep quiet about the other bit of the family. Melanie's started spending her summers with us when she lost her parents. She was the one who pushed me into trying for Cambridge when I'd done with bumming around the world. She introduced me to Hugh. He swung both ways here. Did you know that? Andrew did.
You're not gay, though?
No. No, I never encouraged him. He dumped her. And I watched her falling apart. And I had to do to him what he did to her.
Jamie, come with me to the police. Explain all of this to them.
You go to prison for Hugh? He was just filth! After she died, it was so simple. I went to get him in Rome. He suggested a romantic trip to Paris. And it was so easy to string him along until he became really obsessed. We got to Paris. We were just checking into the hotel when, surprise, surprise, guess who were having breakfast together in the restaurant? Theo Sykes and the master's wife. Hugh had agreed to meet Veronica later that morning here at the flat, so he went off. When I arrived here, she was just leaving. Poor bit. I bet he held nothing back. When I joined him here, he was reading that slagging off book review. He phoned Theo at the hotel and told him if he didn't get the article withdrawn, he'd spread the word about Theo and the master's wife. Theo called back later to plead with him.
That was when I saw him at the airport.
Hugh loved that. He was still laughing when I killed him. And then you turned up. Once you were asleep, there was a bit of tidying up to do. I nicked a wheelbarrow from the church and wheeled Hugh to the altar.
Look. I'll back you up. I promise. You're young. You were full of grief. You weren't responsible.
I was very responsible.
The police are bound to catch up with you. The photograph in Hugh's drawer, they'll have that by now.
Is that why you slept with me?
Well, is that why you slept with me?
It's gone. Remember the fire alarm?
Jamie, whatever you do, it's only a matter of time. Too many people are nearly there now. Bridget, John, me.
But you're the only one who knows I'm here. I meant it when I said it about loving you. But you just couldn't let go, could you? By 7:30 tonight, I'll be on a train heading out of Paris. Come with me.
I can't.
Why? Why can't you? Where will you be in 10 years' time? A middle-aged, blue-stocking with an impeccable reputation. And all on your own. Look at me. Will you? Seven o'clock. Gare de Lyon.
Good Lord. C'est le Dr. Lawson, une collègue d'Angleterre. I've been talking to the police about the flat. I'm surprised to find you here.
The man you're looking for was here, but he left a few minutes ago. His name's Jamie Bird.
Who?
Do you think it was one of your friends?
Yes. Or one of Hugh's. Certainly not one of yours.
Un instant, madame. Do you know where this man is gone now?
I have no idea at all. I really can't help you. I'm sorry.
And there it was. 3 places down her list by the phone. Her doctor, Melanie Gandel, then Jamie Bird. I couldn't think what the hell it meant.
I really liked him, you know.
Well, he was easy to like.
I should never have got involved with him. I should have gone to the police in the first place. I did everything wrong.
All right. So you made a few mistakes. You are human. Hard to believe, I know, but you are. So, what now?
Hey, chérie, ça vous dirait de prendre un verre?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, I could do with some good, uncomplicated fun. No.